Yeah, hello. Welcome to another marketing happy hour. Feel free to crack a cold one and let's jump into it. If you're jumping in on this video, we are in the last part of a 5-part series on the new way to set up Google conversion tracking. Today, we're going to be covering smart bidding. Now, in the last video, just to touch on it real quick, we talked about how Google is basically rotating your ads into impression share with a more customer match. If you have enhanced conversions set up, everybody will have a profile. It's usually connected to their Google account that's going to have all these data points. And as you send conversion data back to Google, they can kind of determine what's a good customer for you and start rotating your ads in when the specific person who is searching is deemed to be a pretty good match for you. So as you get more conversions, you're kind of training this algorithm to get better and better at showing your ads to the right people. So today we're going to set up smart bidding so that Google can actually do that. What you want to do is jump into campaigns and then go ahead and click on your campaign that you want to set up for this. And in the top right corner, go to your campaign settings. At the bottom here, you're going to see broad match keywords. So this says broad match keywords work with smart bidding to help you reach your campaign goals. Now, smart bidding only applies to broad match keywords. And in the past, I never use broad match keywords. If you're not familiar with match type, broad match is going to be the widest net you cast. So if I own a shoe store and I've got an overstock of red Nikes, right? I might use that as a keyword for my ad for red Nike. With a broad match keyword, Google is going to see it as red is a color and Nike is a brand of shoe. So they might show you for ads blue Adidas, right? Because they're saying, well, red's a color. So broadly speaking, we're going to put you in with other colors, and Nike is a shoe brand. So broadly speaking, we'll also include Adidas. So traditionally, if you were doing something really specific, you'd want to use something more like phrase match or exact match. But that can somewhat limit you in who you can show up for as far as overall traffic volume size. And additionally, the price per click on broad match tends to be lower. The nice thing about smart bidding is that it's determining already who is a good fit for you as you feed conversion data back into your algorithm. It's learning who's a good customer. So you're going to be casting a wider net just as far as search terms that you could potentially show up for. However, Google is going to look at who's buying, right? And then if you're selling to all of these people who are buying red Nikes, they might say, well, yes, blue Adidas could apply to a broad match keyword, but nobody who's coming on the landing page from that search has bought, so they're not a good fit for you. So it's kind of combining a wider net, but better targeting with a better customer match. So all you need to do is turn that on and click save, and boom, you're done. Now, the last word of advice I want to give before we sign off is make sure that you're really watching your search terms. We'll be putting out our next video on search terms and adding negative keywords. But for the first couple weeks that you run this type of campaign, you really want to be adding in negative keywords to your search terms to make sure that you're also feeding into the algorithm. No, we don't want to show up for this. No, we don't want to show up for this, because you will get some irrelevant searches. So kind of work in tandem with Google's AI pairing you with the right customers, with you training it to say, no, this is not what we want to show up for. Yes, this is what we want to show up for. And that pairing in time should just be getting you better results as you continue to optimize it. I hope this series was helpful, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.